Not this again, Luna. Every single time I turn on the camera to record for YouTube, this girl right here, this one is like, hey, do you think everyone wants to see my booty hole? No. See, the trick is to annoy her so she doesn't want to bother me. You know what I'm saying? You know, some reverse psychology here. Okay. She kind of scratched me. We're good. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be quite interesting because I'm answering some pretty juicy questions and some questions that I've been getting for quite some time now. And thankfully, I'm not gonna go through these questions myself. I have a nice bottle of wine here to accompany me. And yes, I know, it's almost empty, but there's more wine in the fridge if I need it, so we should be good. But before we pour up and get started with these questions, I wanna thank today's sponsor, Built Bar. If you haven't heard of Built Bar is a protein bar company, and not just any protein bars, okay? These actually taste good. Shocking, mind-blowing, I know. What was I just doing with my hands? Forget it. My personal favorite flavor right now is mint brownie, but if that's not your thing, they have loads of flavors you can choose from, or if you wanna try one of everything, the mix box is the way to go. It has one of literally like any flavor imaginable. It's actually insane. And if you click the link in my description, you get 20% off. So I'd go ahead and jump on that. Like I've said before, these bars are absolutely perfect if you're looking for a healthier substitute to satisfy your sweet tooth cravings, or if you're like me and you need extra help getting that protein in throughout your day. Thank you so much to Built Bar for sponsoring this video. Now, let's get started with these questions. First question, do I have regrets in life? Yes. I think everybody has regrets in life, and if they say they don't, they're lying. I'm just kidding. This is a difficult one because yes, but also no. There are a lot of things that I wish I did differently or had done sooner in my life. But if I did all those things back then maybe the current outcome would change. So like where I'm at now like wouldn't exist and I'd be somewhere else. And I really like where I'm at right now. I like who I'm with right now. And I feel like if anything changed in the past, then maybe things wouldn't have turned out the way that they did. I think the main thing that my regret revolves around is like me not being confident enough or me not being sure of myself. Things that like I can learn from, not necessarily a situation that like I should have said yes or no to, and that's what I regret. So yes and no. There are regrets that I wish that I could go back and like, you know, stick up for myself, but also I wouldn't want to change anything because I don't know where I would be now. And I like where I'm at right now, you know? Next question, someone asks, how do I know if a guy is just using me for sex? So this one's kind of tricky. I feel like if you're asking that question, then maybe they are. But then again, I could totally be wrong. Everybody's love language is different. So I would take that into consideration first. So maybe, you know, you're more of a quality time and touch type of love language, and they might be the complete opposite where they don't necessarily need that. So maybe there might be a miscommunication there. And I'm bringing that up because I don't want to just jump to the conclusion that yes, they are just using you, but at the same time, you know, I don't really know the entire situation. If they're just not paying attention to you, if they're rude, if they're being cold, if they're ghosting you essentially, then maybe they are using you. I think there's only two solutions here, and that's one, either confront them about it and ask where they see this fling going, or if they even see it going anywhere, or drop them first. Beat them to the punch, you know what I'm saying? Drop them like a deuce. That's disgusting. That was gross. Flush them down the toilet, baby. Maybe don't take that advice. We really have only two options here. One, talk to them about it, or two, accept it and either just have a little fling going or drop them first. Beat them to it. Beat the player at their own game. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of cringy, but cheers. Who pays for everything in the relationship, or is it 50-50? It's definitely 50-50 between Dominic and I, but it's not anything that we keep track of. It's kind of a natural thing. I don't really know how to explain it. So like if he paid for groceries last month, like I'm like, okay, I'll pay for groceries this month. It's not necessarily like oh, like you have to pay for this because I paid for that type of thing. It's just kind of unspoken and it happens pretty naturally. We never really had to talk about it. It just kind of happened naturally. So I'm very thankful for that because this is how I would prefer it. I got a lot of this question and I'm not sure why. Do I invest in crypto? No, I don't. Do I have FOMO from it? Yes, of course I do. But no, I don't invest in it. But it's great seeing everybody else thrive that has invested in it and know what they're doing. I, for one, don't know what I'm doing. So I would rather not you know, lose all my money and have to live in a shoebox. So yeah. Another question that I got a lot is, do I regret moving to Michigan? And I think that comes from all my captions about like being cold and staying inside the house. And even though, yes, this weather is shocking to me, I do not regret moving here. I'm very happy in my choice. I think I needed a break from Florida because it was just a very unhealthy area for me. And I think that moving to Michigan really helped me with my mental health. I think what made the move a little bit harder is the fact that we're in a pandemic. It's really hard to meet new people, so I've yet to find any friends here, which isn't a big deal because I understand in the grand scheme of things, like, you know, it'll be worth it to just wait, but it does kind of suck and it is a little bit hard. But other than that, I don't regret moving here at all. I don't mind the cold weather. I work from home, so it's pretty easy for me to handle, which I'm very thankful for. But yeah, no regrets moving here. Very happy with my choice. Do I ever think of or check my significant other's phone? I got a few questions about this. A lot of people asking if it's okay and stuff like that. So the answer for me is that no, I don't check Dominic's phone and he doesn't check my phone. But I do feel comfortable with him holding my phone, going through it if he needs to find like a contact number or if he wants to order pizza or whatever from it. And the same goes for me holding his phone, like literally using it. Like none of us are like, whoa, don't do that, or like, let me like delete something first, or let me like clear something first. Like that has never happened, because that, my friends, is a red flag if you didn't know. I feel like if you do have the urge or the suspicion to go through your partner's phone, you should ask yourself why first. Have they done something to make you feel suspicious? Talk it out. I know that sounds very cliche, but communication is really one of the most important factors to a relationship. Or if they did something to lose your trust, then maybe ask yourself if you even want to be in this relationship. Like really think about it. Will this feeling of suspicion ever go away? Will they ever make things right with you? Really sit down and think about it with yourself. Or if they really did nothing to make you suspicious or insecure, maybe look within yourself and ask yourself why you want to look through their phone. Maybe it's insecurities or maybe trouble in a past relationship. And that's when you have to remember that this is a brand new relationship. You don't have to bring your baggage in. Leave it at the door. You know, take it off. Take it out. Put that duffel bag out the door. Because it's literally not relevant in this relationship anymore, okay? So that could be what's happening here. There might not be any issues in the relationship, but because you have such like a defense up or just previous insecurities, then that could be why you want to look through their phone. So really sit down, be truthful with yourself, figure stuff out, and then go from there. The next question we have is more of an advice type question. They've been dating somebody for 5 years. They don't love them anymore. They don't want to break up though because it's 5 years and that's a very long time. I think you have to realize that 5 years is a lot of time, yes, but would you rather admit that the past 5 years were a waste, or would you rather waste the rest of your life being in that relationship that isn't fulfilling you? So yeah, 5 years is a very long time, but I feel like if you put it into those kind of terms, the answer is pretty clear. You have the rest of your life ahead of you, and love is really out there. I know a lot of people who are stuck in long-term relationships kind of feel like, you know, maybe this is just how it is in long-term relationships, this is how it goes, this is normal, love fades, yada, yada, yada. No. That isn't it. That is not how life goes. And there's so much more to life than that. There's so much more to love than that. And this is nothing against you or your partner. People just go separate ways. People have different paths in lives. People work towards different goals, and that's literally fine. Like, people change. You know, life paths just change. They separate, like they cross once and then that's it. And that's totally normal. And I think we need to stop normalizing just staying in relationships just because of the length. Time means absolutely nothing if you're not happy. So just throw time out the window. That's my advice. Do with it what you will. Cheers. Good luck. Bikini wax or shaving? Neither. I have laser hair removal, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. It's very great. 10 out of 10, would recommend. So worth the money. And I was gonna say it's painless. It's not painless, and I have a pretty high pain tolerance. So if you're thinking about it, good luck. Get some numbing cream. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Get some numbing cream and some aloe. You're gonna need it. How to spice things up in the bedroom? Well, if you wanna spice some things up in the bedroom, if it's getting kind of boring, if you're not really feeling it, whether that's for you or your partner, I feel like maybe get some lingerie. Maybe buy them some lingerie. Lingerie makes one of them feel confident and the other one likes looking at it. So it's like a perfect win-win, you know what I'm saying? I think another really important thing is to add like a little surprise into it. Like not necessarily like, oh, like it's expected or like, oh, like it's a part of a routine. I think that's the easiest way to make something boring, is to make it a part of your routine, of like a mundane routine. So try not to do that. How do I feel about sex during your period? Well, a period doesn't stop anything but a sentence. You know what I'm saying? So personally, when I'm on my period, all I want to do is cry, lay in a fetal position, and just hope that my cramps don't kill me. So it's very rare that I'm ever in any other mood than that. But I don't see anything wrong with it. If your partner is comfortable with that, then by all means, go at it, get at it, be clean. I don't really know what else to say, you know? Favorite game of 2020, that has to be Valorant. And if you watch me on Twitch, you guys know that Valorant is my go-to game. I probably play it too much and I stream it all the time. Am I good at it? Next question. I might not be the best at it, and with the amount of time that I put into this game, you think I would be better at it. But if you're interested in watching my streams, it's a really fun time. It's definitely a different side of me. Maybe a little bit more, you know, angry me or more ragey me. But yeah, I have a Twitch channel and I do stream on there regularly, like 4 times a week. So definitely go check that out. It's Elizabeth Zaks on Twitch. Very original, very unique. It's just like any other handle that I have on the internet, mostly unless someone's pretending to be me on a website that I don't even know exists. But yeah, you can find it on twitch.tv/ElizabethZaks. It's a fun time. And if you guys want to check out my gaming Instagram, I made one. It's Liska Zaks. So now I have 3 Instagrams and 3 Instagrams only. It's at Elizabeth Zaks. No numbers at the end, just at Elizabeth Zaks. I know there's a lot of fakes out there. There's only one, at Elizabeth Zaks, and there's at Elizabeth.Zaks. And then there's at Liska Zaks. So I have 3 Instagrams. That's it. Okay, that's it. There are too many people out there impersonating me, and too many people are believing them, and then they find my page and they think I'm the one that's impersonating myself through this other account, and then they get angry and start threatening me. That's a whole other story. Can you tell I had too much wine? But yeah, if you think you're talking to me, you're not talking to me, because I don't have a WhatsApp. I don't have any other Instagrams. I don't have a Facebook. I don't. So just don't believe anything. Don't believe anything, period. That turned into a mini rant/PSA, but I feel like it was necessary, you know? So now the wine is all gone, and I feel like it's the perfect time to answer the final and most asked question. Have I ever thought about making an OnlyFans? Why haven't I started an OnlyFans? Will I ever make an OnlyFans? And I just want to start this answer off with the fact that I don't judge anyone for having an OnlyFans. I rarely care about someone else's life, like ever, unless they're obviously like my friends or my family. Usually I just stay out of people's business. If you're not endangering anyone, if you're not endangering yourself, like I just don't care, and I support you 110%. Go get that bag, go make that money. Do what you want to do. The reason that I wanted to add that disclaimer is because I know there's a lot of like bad stigma that goes along with an OnlyFans. I do know that OnlyFans is used for a lot of other things other than just like nudes or like XXX content. I know a lot of people use it for art or for like cooking classes. It's like a different way of like a master class. Like I think like some people use it in that way. I don't know if I'm explaining that right. Have I ever thought about making an OnlyFans? Yes, duh. When you see people on Twitter or on Instagram like sharing their numbers and they're like, yeah, this is how much money I made on OnlyFans. Of course, it's like, oh my God, like that is unreal. Of course, there have been days where I'm just like, screw it, I'm making an OnlyFans, but like it never happens. The reason that I don't have an OnlyFans is because I'm not comfortable posting like really explicit content. Like I'm not comfortable doing that, so I'm not going to do that. If I ever did make an OnlyFans, I've already talked about this on Instagram, it would be kind of like, you know how on Facebook you have like different types of photo albums with multiple pictures in there? So it'd be like a second Instagram, but more geared towards like bikini photos and stuff like that. Because I know when I first started Instagram, I had a lot of like Boutique LA content on Instagram and stuff like that. But I think that would just be more reserved to the OnlyFans page if I ever made one. It'd be content like that, like, you know, like bikinis or like cute like bralettes, stuff like that. And it'd be like more professional quality rather than like through an iPhone. And that's just what I'd want mine to be. It would just be a side of me that I don't share on Instagram anymore on there, if that makes sense. Or like when I did the loungewear bralettes and stuff like that, but I would never do anything with nudity just because I am personally not comfortable with that. Once again, I don't judge anybody if they do that. I don't really care. Go do you, get your bag. I you know, I'm all for it. But just personally, I'm not comfortable with that. The wine is gone, the sun is going down, so I think this is the perfect time to end the video. If you guys want a part 2 to this where it's more of like a quick fire answering your assumptions about me, where you just get to be like, I think you do this or you have done this, and I just do a yes or no, maybe go into a little bit of detail if I have to, definitely let me know down in the comments below. I feel like that could be a really fun video. But yeah, if you want to see something like that, definitely let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. If there's any other content that you guys want to see, definitely let me know down in the comments as well. Love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one.